Hello once again, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Octo20 and this is Let's Play Hollow Knight Silksong Blind. I'm joined today, as ever, by the one, the only, the Yorkshire Tea.
Are you feeling a bit better today, Nat?
Yeah, a little bit better.
You sound like you've got a little bit of pep back in your voice.
Yep. Well,
normal service is resumed. Thank goodness. So, just for context, obviously, the last set of episodes, which by the time this gets to you will have been done into just the single one probably. We, of course, went through the gauntlet on the Coral Tower, and poor Nat, just poor Nat.
I did not have a good time with it. No.
A good time was not had by anyone. But it's
and
okay.
It wasn't particularly entertaining, so it's largely being cut, so you don't see much of it.
No, but all of my precious insight. Okay, well, can I just say that I've never been funnier or more intelligent or had more useful, interesting things to say than I did in all the bits that were cut. But you will be pleased to know that that was the absolute low point of Act 3.
All right.
Oh, I didn't know there was this bit at the top here. Interesting. I mean, it makes sense, and I can't imagine why I didn't find this. But so, just for reference, we are going to try and find the very last of the hearts needed to do something extremely ill-advised.
Indeed. But ill-advised is our middle name.
Hornet to the ill-advised. I can't believe that's how you can actually get down here in Act 3. I went the long way. Damn it.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, well, never mind. Oh. Now, question is, will this actually be a permanent bench? Or is it going to be, like everything else in the Underworks, one time only? Because, we can't have the hoi polloi. Damn it!
Yeah, it was one time. We've been here before. It was one time only back then.
I know, but you never know. Like, things may have changed and... Oh, is there something up there? Oh, no, it's just these things. God, I hate these guys.
Yeah, they're not too pleasant to fight, are they?
No, they really aren't. Especially since they have a habit of just launching into their Beavis and Butthead laugh, sort of like, death acrobat somersault of doom at a moment's notice.
Ow, Jesus
And then there's
Christ.
that guy. Oh, man. Okay. So. Look at them. Well, I mean...
Taking a bit of damage here.
Let's look at the map. I mean, we have rested at a bench just now, so it's not really too much of an issue.
Yeah,
but
it's not too big of an issue, but it's fine.
We should totally go down. Because we haven't actually even explored that area.
Nope. As I recall, we couldn't before. Or we didn't, and we just went the wrong way, and I never got back here.
I think we just went the wrong way. It's good to know that, like, the terrifying, all-devouring nature of the void cannot hold up to, being impaled on some pointy spikes. I have faith in you, Nat.
It was pointless.
Every time. I'm sorry.
What is well, I now don't have to fight these guys, and I'll just go in on full health, and I'll be fine.
That's fair.
There we go.
Something shiny, and it's a Delver's Drill.
What does this do?
It's another tool. Rotary tool used for boring into bone and rock. Drives the wielder downwards while spinning the drill with destructive force.
I see.
Now, where does this lead us? This is mysterious. So, okay. So, it probably won't make much context until you actually see it on the map. But, oh, yeah, no, definitely don't go back to, okay, so you want to go back to where that bench was. I'll spare you. But, if you look at where you're on the map.
Oh, I see. It's the other side of Wisp Thicket, right?
Yeah, that's where you fought the Father of the Flame.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah, so this is the outside of the bell. And of course, this. So this is basically the outside of the top of Bellheart.
Ah.
And I was convinced that there was something like that you could do or get there for ages and ages and ages. And I was going round and around trying to work out, like, how do I get through here? Can I open up a shortcut? There's got to be something here. And no, it's just a neat little thing. So, if we head to the left. Oh.
Aha.
Interesting. I'm pretty sure this is meant to be open.
Oh, I see. Okay.
I'm pretty sure this is meant to be open for you. How? Okay.
Nope, that doesn't work. Nope, that doesn't work either.
Okay, let's head up. Let's head a little bit up the shaft and see if there's a hole somewhere up the shaft, because I know that that's where it is. Yes!
Ah!
Oh, thank goodness for all the structural weaknesses caused by the unleashing of the apocalypse.
Oh, that's how you open it from that side.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
But completely forgotten about that.
Okay.
So we are now technically. I mean, I know we're. I don't know. I mean, are we in the Grand Gates still, or are we? Oh.
Aha!
Let's say the answer is we are sort of in a little bit of Sherwood.
I see.
Easy does it. Easy does it. Phew, okay.
Okay. Yep.
We should probably get rid of that.
Ow.
Now dying. There we go. Okay. Just go back to the right. Just go back to the right.
Okay.
I feel like possibly. Yes, there we go. This is a valuable shortcut.
Fair play. Well, now that I have a shortcut, I feel a little bit better about exploring this way as well.
No, that's sensible. Yay! More tool shards.
Hooray!
I feel like one day you're going to have an epiphany and you're suddenly going to the light will shine on you. Scales will drop from your eyes and you'll be like, oh, wait a minute, this thing is useful. But today's not that day.
The most useful tool is the one that gives you extra masks, and you don't fill that up with tool shards, so...
Yeah,
like...
That's fair. Halt, stranger. I am charged forever to guard the sacred shrine beyond. Any who wish to pass must cross their weapon with me. Shrine Guardian Seth. Oh, and also you can actually you can actually just leave the room if you want.
That would be very sporting now, would it?
I mean, it wouldn't, but Seth is a sporting sort, and he doesn't mind.
Ow. Okay. I'll have one when I go full health.
This is actually one of my favorite. This is actually one of my favorite boss fights in the game.
Oh really?
Yeah. I think I managed to do him on my first attempt, but it was only just. It was very it was very tight. And he really gave me a run for my money. But it was like, you know, it was a very sort of, it was a close run thing. And I just admired his skill.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Ow.
You definitely do have an issue with like running into enemies.
I don't know, but I am beginning to suspect it is something to do with how hit knockback works in this game. In that I think that Hornet gets knocked back less than the Knight does. That's my suspicion. And so in that circumstance, for example, I ran into him, hit his shield. You could hear the audible I hit his shield thing. And then I still ran into him.
Okay. I mean that was simply bad luck. So you just dashed into him, but so with Seth you have to be quite careful in that you need to try and keep him on the screen if you can, but keep your distance. Because otherwise, yeah, then that happens.
Okay.
These are just test runs. This is okay.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
So I feel like this is probably, it's probably covered in all Let's Plays of Silksong, but I think it's always worth recounting that Seth is named after his creator, Seth Goldman, who was a massive Hollow Knight fan who very sadly was diagnosed with terminal cancer, and he really wanted to visit Team Cherry, and they granted his wish, and he got to design a character. Unfortunately, he did not live long enough to see his character, but he lives on in his character, who I personally like, and Seth was one of my favorite boss fights, and just like characters like before I even learnt, the background of his character, which was so. I think so. Even without knowing the background, like I feel like the sort of the charm of the character shines through. He's great. But that's why he's also listed as the final person in the credits. And I think in Hollow Knight and Silksong especially, which I see very much, following in, the Dark Souls and Bloodborne, and well, actually, I suppose, From Software sort of, tradition of how can we sort of, optimize the memorability and standout nature of characters with like the small, like the minimal amount of like dialogue and appearances. If you get what I mean, Seth, I think is a
I get you.
Is a good example of that. I mean, it really is amazing when you think about it. I mean, like, sort of how distinctive and how memorable characters, say like Tiso in Hollow Knight, or Cloth are, despite not actually having that many lines, relative to a lot of characters in games. But it's the situations in which you find them, the dialogue that they have, and the voice acting that just makes them so memorable.
Oh no, apparently not.
No. He's gonna fight with all his might.
His sand explosion. Okay. Yes! Got him, there we are.
Oh, Seth, in another life, we could have been friends.
Oh. I thought he would be an honourable person that we just defeated and he didn't die.
Well, I mean, he is pretty honourable, but I mean, you can actually, you can leave his arena at any time during the fight, and he won't begrudge you. He won't hold it against you.
That's fair.
Like, he's not going to trap you into a fight. He's just like, don't come this way. I'm protecting this place. But, if you try and come, we're going to fight. But we don't have to. You can just leave at any time. Here we honour the seed that sprung the wood. By her grace may all bugs pass safe to join us and our song.
Alright, let's go.
It's time to be some herbicide.